Hello Gemini, welcome to this space, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, and my channel is Wow Oracle. Well Gemini, I am here today to connect with you to do your energy reading for the week of June 28th through July 4th. Okay, now Gemini, I just want to get into a couple of things. First and foremost, Gemini, please remember these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. Also, if you're watching your sun sign, if you don't get the message here, feel free to check out your moon and your rising sign. And at that point, you still don't get your message that you're looking for, you can go ahead and check out all the other beautiful YouTube readers out there. I do support them all, okay? But if you do like my content and you're not getting your message this week, come back next week. I'll have a new message for you, and it might be your reading then, okay? Now, Gemini, before I get into this, I do want to bring something up and bring something to your attention. Mercury has gone retrograde, and that is your ruling planet. So, at this time, Gemini, you might find it hard. There might be a little breakdown in communication. This is not a time to sign contracts. This is not a time to act on your future. Now is a time to rest, relax, regain your energy, and culminate your best future. Go within and decide what it is you want to do at this time so that when Mercury does go back direct, you can have a better basis of what it is you're doing in your life, okay? But do watch out for the energies of communication. There might be a little breakdown here and there, but I'm sure you'll get through it with ease and grace, okay? So let's go ahead and get right into your reading. So first and foremost, Gemini, we're going to be tapping into your overall energy for the week. And for that, we're going to use the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. This is our new cards to me. I have in the past been using the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle deck, but I decided to switch over to this deck. So let me go ahead and get tapped into this and see what your overall energy is for the week of June 28th to July 4th, okay? One moment. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 28th through July 4th. What messages do you have for Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 28th through July 4th. All right, Gemini, so the overall energy for you this week is the thinking woman. Like I said, now is not the time for communication. Now is not the time to move forward with any big plans. Now is the time to go within, gather the information, think about what you want to do with your life, and then move forward once your planet goes back direct. This definitely has to do with Mercury being in retrograde, okay? I feel a strong presence here that it's time for you to just kind of go in, gather the energy you need, gather the insights you need, and really think about what it is you want to do, rather than taking action at this time, okay? Because we do have a 4 and a 7 here, and a 4 is about foundations and stability and structure, and 7 is about reflection and discovery and knowledge. So I feel at this time, you are really getting a lot of insight internally, and it's going to help to move you forward once your planet goes back direct. But right now, it's time for you to just culminate and really think about the things you want to do and really gather all the energy you need to move yourself forward. Okay, Gemini? Well, Gemini, what I'd like to do now is I'd like to read what the book says about this card. This is a new deck to me, so let's see if we can get you some more insight into what this thinking woman is talking about, okay? Okay. We have 47, the thinking woman, female of wisdom or understanding. This card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to a higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious, or aware, or like the thinking man, the card could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. Yes, like I said, I feel like you're gathering a lot of wisdom at this time, especially during the Mercury retrograde. Really culminating your best life and getting ready to finally move forward, but definitely transforming and transitioning, because we have the butterfly here, and that's indicative of a transformation. So I feel like things are changing in your life. Things are definitely changing so that better energies can flow into your life, but it might be a little bit hard to get things going during this time. So definitely have patience with yourself. Have patience with the situation, reassess things in your life, and go into a period of reflection so that when things lift, you can finally move forward. Okay, Gemini? So given that said, let's go ahead and move on to the energy portion of your reading. And for that, we're going to use the tarot. And with the tarot, we're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded, the energies to help you be more open. We'll look at the positive energies coming in for you for the week, some of the negative energies coming in for you. We'll look at how to best invite those positive energies in, as well as how the negative energies could affect you, okay? So let's go ahead and get right into it. So first and foremost, we're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded. and the energies to help you be more open. All right, Spirit, what energies are going to help to keep Gemini grounded? And what energies are going to help them to be more open? Okay, so we do have the Four of Swords. Yes, exactly. And we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so we do have some air energy on the board here. And Gemini, you are air energy, so this is definitely you showing up with your own reading. And we also have some water energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this could just be that we're in Cancer season, and a lot of things are happening in our mental space. A lot of things are happening with our intuition, our spiritual gifts, our talents, and as far as, you know, how we have our guidance and our insight come in, okay? But let's go ahead and get into both of these cards. So first and foremost, for the energy to help keep you grounded, yes, I said it's time. It's time for you to rest and relax. It's time for you to take a step back from actual action in your life so you can reassess the situation, so you can see where it is you're going. Because, you know, the Four of Swords is about contemplation. It's about relaxation. It's about reassessment. It's about looking at things again in a different way so that you can make stronger foundations, stronger stability in your life. I see that right now you might be getting a boost in your manifestation abilities and you're manifesting your best life, but it's not time right now to take action. Right now is a time for you to gather more spiritual energy so that when it's time, you're ready to move forward. So definitely at this time, a lot of rest, relaxation is necessary for you. A lot of taking time out from people, taking time out from situations, and maybe, you know, keeping yourself from having any breakdowns in communication, because that's what Mercury retrograde does. It messes with the communication between people. So definitely I feel like it's time for you to just kind of do your thing, maybe be by yourself, a little bit of sense of like the Hermit card, you know, isolate yourself away from certain situations, away from certain people, so that you can gain the rest you need and you can gain the spiritual energy you need to finally then move forward, okay? Now, as far as the energies to help you be more open, I see that it's time for you to be, it's time for you to think about things. It's time for you to go back on old issues, old memories, so that you can work through things. This is a bit of the eclipse energy here, I feel. And, you know, the eclipse energy, what that does is that dives deep inside. It dives deep inside and it brings up old issues, old pain, old hurt, old situations, old heartbreak, so that can be finally dealt with and released. And I felt with the Six of Cups, you know, there's a bit of that happening here. You're having a lot of old memories, old things coming to the surface, and it's time for you to release those so that you can be more open to the energy that's finally coming in for you, the new spiritual energy, the new insight, the new guidance, because it's almost like you have to make space. You have to make space from old guidance. You have to make space from old things. You know, you have to release old things so that new space is made for new energy to come in. So definitely, I do feel like you are being very nostalgic at this time. You are definitely thinking about old things, thinking about old situations. You could be thinking about old people that were in your life, old connections, passed on animals, passed on loved ones. And they're bringing you a lot of insight right now and a lot of guidance to help move you forward. But they're also bringing up old stuff so that you can release that. And then you can feel better about what you're doing, really gathering the energy you need to finally move forward when the time is right, okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to move forward into looking at the positive energies coming in for you for the week, as well as what negative energies are coming your way, because Gemini, we live in a world of polarity. So we have to look at both sides of the spectrum to really see how to move forward given all the energies that are coming our way, okay? All right, Spirit, so what are the positive energies coming in for Gemini? And what negative energies are coming their way? Okay, so we do have the Three of Swords. Yep, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, most definitely, Gemini, when it comes to the positive energy coming in for you this week, you are releasing pain. You are releasing old situations. You're releasing old heartbreak. You're releasing old resentments. You're releasing old hurt, things from the past, things that you've held on tightly to. And some of these things could be definitely things that you weren't even aware of. You weren't even aware of. And what's happening here is your heart is healing. Your heart is healing so that once again, you can be open to moving forward, open to bringing action in your life. It could be with love. It could be with family connections. It could be with job situations, whatever it may be. I see that you are definitely healing at this time, releasing old situations, releasing old resentments so that you can finally once again move forward, creating action again in your life after really going within, assessing, reassessing, and releasing. Do you see what I'm saying, Gemini? Definitely there is a time of that right now during this Mercury retrograde season, during this eclipse season for you, okay? So I do see that you're definitely on the mend and you're definitely starting to heal yourself back to being whole again, ready for love and ready for new things in your life. life, okay? Now, as far as the negative energies coming your way, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. And with the Ace of Pentacles, you know, I feel like some of you want to take action now. I feel like for some of you, you're like ready to really jump out there and get things going. But I must tell you, please, I can't stress this enough, Gemini, right now is not the time. It is not the time, especially being that Mercury is your ruling planet. Right now is not the time for you to create action in your life. Right now is not the time to do new endeavors, new situations. It's a time for you to step back and rethink things, rework things, realign things, rearrange things, so you can put things back in a better order and then be able to move. So right now, really, now is not the time to move forward in your life into any new endeavor. You need to take time out. You need to take time to rest, relax, and gather that energy back in before you move forward. Because I feel like if you jump now, things aren't going to work out exactly as you'd like them to. It's not going to exactly go in the favor that you like. I'm not saying that you would get totally pushed out from the situation, but there just might be a lack of planning here, and it's just going to keep you out from an opportunity that you really need at this time, an opportunity that you want to get going. Like I said, it could be a relationship, it could be a family relationship, it could be friend relationship, it could be a job situation. These are general readings. You'll have to let me know below. But definitely, now is not the time to jump into a new opportunity, okay? You need to take time out. Some of you out there definitely need to take time out, okay? But let's go ahead and let's move forward. And we're going to look at how to best invite in the positive energies, as well as how the negative energies could affect you. All right, Spirit. So how can Gemini best invite in the positive energies? And how might the negative energies affect them? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups. Yes. Yes. And the Two of Wands. Oh, yep, exactly. Perfect. Okay, so we have some more water energy and some fire energy here. You could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or any sign for that matter. We do have most of the signs here on the board. Actually, we have Earth, we have fire, we have air, and we have water. So all the signs are here. I feel like this just has to do with your internal well-being. This has to do with you and how you're a whole person, okay? But let's go ahead and dive in deep to each one of these cards. So how to best invite in those positive energies? It's the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's time for you to think about things. It's time for you to go within. It's time for you to work with old energies that are needed to be released at this time. Needed to be released so that you can heal. Because definitely, you know, you've been kind of passive in life. You haven't been really wanting to deal with any energies. You've been like, I'd rather just put that to the side for now. I'd rather to put that to the side and not deal with that at this time because it's too hard. But Spirit's telling you here that it is time. It is time for you to focus on the internal things within yourself so you can bring yourself back whole again and finally get your heart to heal. Finally heal from any past pain. Finally heal from any past resentments. You know, because I feel like someone's definitely coming towards you with a cup. Someone's coming towards you with a cup of love or with an offer. But because you're so focused, you don't even see it. You don't even see it. It's like you don't even want to see it. It's like you don't even want it. You're like, yeah, I don't know if I want that right now. I don't know if I want that right now. But I feel like what's happening here is because you see the lights shooting up through this is a lot of spiritual energy. So I feel like Spirit's really bringing old things up from inside to the surface so you can deal with them. So it's time for you to no longer look away from it, but it's time for you to see it so you can release things and finally have some healing in your life. Because like I said, right now is not the time for action. It's the time for reflection. It's the time for reflection for you, okay, Gemini? Now, as far as how the negative energies could affect you, yes, if you jump into something rather than taking a step back and gathering the information you need, there is a strong possibility that because of the lack of planning, things are not going to work out the way you want them to. Okay? This is going to cause a delay. It's going to cause things from happening how you want them to. Because the Two of Wands is normally about expansion. It's normally about, you know, foresight and enterprise. But what I feel here is you need to prepare more before you jump into something. Because if you jump into something, I just see it might crumble. It might crumble and fall. It might crumble and fall, and you're going to end up stuck. You're going to end up stuck in that old same place that you've been for quite some time, not moving forward because it's like, you know, you're not taking the time out that you need to gather the information. Because we do have the thinking woman here. So it's really a time for reflection. I can't stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough right now during this time, Gemini. It is time for you to go within and work through old issues so that you can finally move forward. So you can finally move forward into your happiness. Okay? So now let's go ahead and we're going to move forward, and we're going to look at the benefits of the positive energies coming in for you for the week, Gemini. And how to best overcome the negative challenges. All right, Spirit, so what is the benefit of the positive energies coming in for Gemini? And how can they best overcome the negative challenges? All right, so we do have the Five of Wands, beautiful, and the Two of Swords. Okay, yes, all right. So as far as the benefit of the positive energies, I see that you are going to finally be dealing with things. You're finally going to be dealing with things, and you're going to be releasing conflict. You're going to be releasing tension. You're going to be moving away from disagreements, moving away from strife, and you're going to avoid conflict because you're deciding to finally go within and do the work. No longer just going towards action, but taking time out to reflect about situations in your life that need to be released and releasing those situations. I feel like what this card is depicting, this is you here at the top creating this fire energy, and all these things here are the old senses of self that need to fall away. The things that you've held on to, the past pain, the past resentment. It's time for those to fall away so that you can be the one on top of your life again. Ready to take action once it's time. But I see that right now is not that time. Right now is a time of reflection. Right now is a time of thinking things through, gathering more energy to then create action when it's ready. Do you see what I'm saying? Because the Five is about change. It's about moving away from instabilities, moving away from challenges. And I see that's what you're doing here. I see that's what's happening. Like I said, Spirit's bringing a lot of things up to the surface so you can deal with those challenges, deal with those old pains, and finally release them so you can be back on top in your life once again. Now, as far as how to best overcome the negative challenges, we do have the Two of Swords. So you need to block action out of your life. If anyone is trying you right now, if everyone's trying to come in and get you to do something, you need to block them out and tell them right now is not the time. Right now is not the time. I need to work on myself. I need to go within and work on myself. And then, maybe then I'll be ready to let you in. But right now, I need to do me. Right now, I need to do me and not try to jump into something, because if I jump into something, I know it's not going to work out. So trust me in this situation. I hear you telling someone this. This could have to do with another person here. It could seriously have to do with another person, Gemini, because I hear you telling that person, just trust me. Trust me, I need time. I need time. I'm not saying that I don't love you. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy your company. I'm not saying that I don't want you in my life. But right now, I need to deal with stuff I need to deal with before I can allow you in. So I'm making that decision right now to block out anything that's not mine, so that I can work through the stuff that is mine, so that when the time comes, I'll be ready to allow you in and allow you to come into my life. Wow, Gemini, so profound. You're definitely doing a lot of work here, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and do, Geminis. We're going to move forward, and we're going to look at the possible overall impact from the energies, positive and negative. Now remember, you do have free will, so there's a possibility to change this, but you have to do the work, okay? If you want this to work out, you have to do the work, okay, Gemini? So let's go ahead and get your card. Like I said, we're going to look at the overall impact from the energies, positive and negative. So Spirit, what is the overall impact of the energies, positive and negative, for Gemini, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 28th through July 4th? All right, Gemini, look at that. We have the Two of Pentacles. Yes, bringing balance back into your life. Making yourself a priority. Making what you're doing in your life a priority. And that's the internal work that you're doing. That is the internal things that you're dealing with. You're blocking out other people right now, and you're doing the work that you need to do so that when the time is right, you can move forward, because you've gone inside and you've created balance. You've created balance in the thought process. You've created balance in what you're doing, and you've created balance in yourself. No longer are you a disorganized person, Gemini, but you're getting your life back organized so that when the time is right, you can create the action that you want. And it could very well be that you're letting someone into your life. This could very well have to do with a love relationship, but it could be anything. It could be a family tie. It could be a financial opportunity. But definitely what's happening here is you're going within and you're creating balance by not making action right now, but by reflection, by reflecting on the past so that then you can move forward. Wow. What a beautiful energy reading, Gemini. So now what I'd like to do for you is I'd like to pull you 3 advice cards for your week from the Divine Directions. So give me one moment while I tap into that energy. All right, Spirit. So what messages of guidance do you have for Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 28th through July 4th. What messages of guidance do you have for Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, we had one flip for the week of June 28th through July 4th. All right, Gemini, so your first advice card is home. It's time to renovate, change, or change something in your home environment or move home. This is about you. This is about you going within and changing things in your personal space, changing things in your temple, changing things in the body that you call home, what your spirit calls home, the vessel, the internal vessel, making changes in your life to bring yourself back to balance. Really reflecting on things in your life and changing things up. Changing things up so that when, again, it's time for action, you're ready for it, okay? Now, your second message of advice is music. Express yourself by playing music, an instrument, or singing. Music will lift your spirits. Yes, if you're feeling energetically low this week, Gemini, if you're feeling like your vibration or your frequency is low, listen to a favorite song. Listen to something that's going to uplift your spirits. Listen to some happy music to lift you back up, because I see that you are dealing with a lot of internal things, a lot of old internal pains, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be a process, Gemini. It's going to be a process. So when you're feeling really down about the things that you're going through, listen to some music to bring yourself back up, okay? Now, your third card of guidance is affirm. Create your own affirmations. Think of words or phrases that inspire you and write them down. Yes, most definitely this week. It's time for you to write things down. I am wanted. I am loved. I am lovable. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am me. I am changing. I am evolving. I am spiritually connected. Whatever it is that you know is going to make you feel good, write that down and place that all over your home, all over your space, everywhere, so that when you pass by it, you read it to yourself and you affirm those actions happening for you. Okay, Gemini? Wow, what a beautiful energy reading. Well, those are your messages for this week. I hope they resonated with you. If they did, please comment below. Let me know how. Also, if you're new to my channel, please like, click subscribe, and share this video with anybody you feel needs to hear it. Also, hit that bell if you want to be notified to my future content. Well, this is me, Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, signing off from my channel, Wow Oracle, saying thank you so much, Gemini, for being with me in this space. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Thank you so much for being open to the messages from Spirit. I hope you're able to take something from this to help you along your week to bring you towards health, wealth, prosperity, love, and light. Well, I'll see you guys next week. Much love from me to you. Namaste.